Yeah, we're just having a hard time extending that lead. We're creating plenty of chances. I thought our second period was great, and we still only come out of there 2-1, and that's sports. It's hockey. When you have so many chances to extend the lead and you don't, and it stays a one-goal game, eventually it's easier to play from behind. They throw everything at you. We start getting a little bit defensive and protective instead of staying on the hunt, and you end up spending a lot of time in your end having to kill off the play. So proud of the guys for working through it. I think it's going to benefit us as a team as we keep going here, that we're learning how to play in these tight games. But it would be really nice to start putting some of these games away and extending that lead. Well, keep our composure, number one, and at that point, I kind of would have liked if they could just run the 2 minutes off and go, because our power play really struggled tonight. It was the only down part of our game. We just were not connected. It was a rough night in the PP. I know we'll get that back going again. We were so good last night, but tonight wasn't our night. So I almost wanted to just run those 2 minutes off and get back to 5-on-5. Oh, for sure. Garrett's doing a great job there. I mean, for them to be this competitive 2 years into building a program, he's doing it the right way. He's such a high character guy. He's bringing in the right kids. Brady Zimmer's one of those kids. Brady is a really high character, high compete kid. I got to talk to him after the game a little bit too. But yeah, I think Garrett's doing a great job there. They're buzzing, they're buzzing. They bring a lot of energy. They stay on the puck. They hound defensemen. They're hard to play against all night. And I think that gets our building up and going too. People can sense that. They're an energy line, and they build a lot of momentum in this rink for us. Oh, it's great. It's huge. You need that to chip in and add to the offense. So seeing Zinger do what he's doing. And I just thought our D overall had a really good offensive weekend. Just controlling pucks up top, being more poised with it, getting more pucks through, making good plays. I thought our D had a really good step in the right direction this weekend. Yeah, it did. It was tight, it was hard. That's the great thing about our schedule right now. I think it's really helping prepare us for league play. When we're playing teams like Michigan, we're playing teams like these guys, obviously Bemidji and St. Thomas. These have all been really tight, hard-fought games that I think are going to be really good preparing us for the league, and obviously a big weekend with BC coming in next weekend. It's funny, it feels good tonight, but tomorrow it's not going to matter. Basically you're going to play a huge series at home against BC. Everything that's happened up to this point doesn't matter. We talk about that a lot as a team. I know our sports psychologist gave the guys a book called The Present, and that's what it is. We got to stay in the present. What's happened these last few weeks is nice, but preparing for BC in a big series is the most important thing now.
No, of course, special team is always crucial. No matter who you play, it's always could be the difference of winning and losing a game. And we stepped up to the plate today. We were really good yesterday and didn't take any penalties. Of course, that's what you always want, but it's always tough. But the whole year has been really good penalty kill. We only allowed 1 goal so far, but I think our structure is really good and we know what to do and we don't overreach or over pressure, and I think that's the biggest key to our success. No, I love always a competitive game. It brings the best out of me, and as a team, I think, of course, it's easy to get frustrated when you feel like you're creating, but can't capitalize. But I think we have a really good, strong mentality in this group, and that's why we're always sticking with it through the 60 minutes, and that's why we have had such a tremendous success so far. But we know we got even more to bring out of this group. Yeah, I think so. I feel really comfortable out there. I for sure got challenged a little bit this week, I would say. A little bit different way of playing style, but I was really confident last weekend against Michigan. I think I had a really big week there, and just carrying the confidence, you just go out there and embrace every opportunity you get. We have 2 other really good goalies, so you always need to do your part for the team to have success if you want to stay in the net. Otherwise, you have other guys that's going to challenge for the job, and I just want to do what the team needs and always be there.
Yeah, I think obviously Bernovic made a great play there. He just was able to pull it off of the middle there and find me in the slot. And I think as a defenseman, anytime you can just creep into that soft area and find shot opportunities in lanes, it's obviously great. It's fun to get shots through. So luckily I was able to just creep into that ice and then see the short side of the net. Low side was open, so was able to find that. Yeah, I think the big thing for us is we can never get too high or too low. We have a really big emphasis on our daily habits and what we're doing, the work that we're doing on a daily basis. So for us to have this success early is great, but we can't, like you said, get too high on ourselves. We know that every game matters, especially in college hockey. a big thing for us last year was we didn't have great success in our non-conference, so we wanted to do better this year. I think guys have stepped up, and we've continued to learn from these games here. A lot of one-goal games too, so we've been able to find ways to win, and hopefully can continue to do that. Big games coming up next week with BC, so we're very excited for that one. Yeah, it's incredible, especially with the fans here today for homecoming night. They were so good for us. Just being able to feed off that energy is so big for us, and they're loud, and it's nothing's better than playing in front of these guys. So it was an awesome experience, huge weekend for us to get 2 wins at home, and we take a lot of pride with playing at home, so it's huge whenever we can get wins here. I think as far as our penalty kill, we never want to overthink it. So if we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go all together. But so there's times where we need to sit back and not jump so they can just pass right past us and then find an open one-timer. So a lot of it is just reading off their guys, sticking together, and then communicating with each other. So there's been a big emphasis for us this year, just playing freely out there, especially on the penalty kill, and then it comes down to work ethic too on the kill. So we've always had the message of our work beats their work, and our kill's been great so far this year. Just guys are bought in, everyone's selling out. A lot of guys are blocking shots, and that's what's going to take to have a successful penalty kill.